Okay, welcome back to the channel. Look, so I was going to go fishing today, but it was raining, winter weather advisory, high winds. So I went to Bass Pro and spent some money, and I thought I'd show you what I got. I went to get two things, and I thought I'd show you what they were and what they were for. So we'll start off with this toy. This is from VMC. What this is called crossover pliers. As you start to watch this channel, you will notice that I fish a lot of wacky rig, and after you've dropped those metal wacky rigs little things into the drink enough, you will decide to get you one of these. I'll tether these down and then they'll be around, but I thought I'd show you how to use them and what to use them for, and some cool little tidbits to go with it. Alright, so get these out of the package. Bingo, bango, bongo. There we go. Alright, so what they are is a set of little pliers, really. They open, squeeze the handle, opens up. Alright, so then on each little side here, they have this right here. They have a little compartment on each side of the handle, and inside you'll find this little clear rubber band. Okay, and what you're going to do is, and as you learn how I fish, you'll learn that I'm going to throw this purple worm a ton. Alright, so let me get one out. Alright, then you're going to take this little piece of rubber here, and you're going to put it over the tip of it. Right, then you're going to squeeze it together. You're going to take your worm, run it right, probably let's go this way, go right down the middle. Right, here we go, right down the middle till you get it. Of course, on the Senko there's a midpoint, and I'm going to run my rubber band to the very tip top of that midpoint, and then you just simply let go and open it back up a little bit, and then just slide that off the end there. Alright, now you're wacky rigged. There you go. So it's going to look like this. Now, the key thing is, if you are wacky rigging, another VMC wacky weedless, which I'll throw a lot during summer. If there's a lot of grass around, I'm going to throw this especially. But what I like about this crossover situation is, so here's how you're going to hook this, right? What you're going to do is you can hook it a couple different ways. Now, the first way we're going to rig it is you can go through the hole like you normally would a wacky rig, except the rubber is a lot tougher, so it's going to be around a lot longer. And of course, you'll just tie this up. Got a great wacky rig pretty quick. It looks like, if I was telling you how it should be, there would be there's a couple different sizes for these rings. There's a 6mm ring, right, and that's what it comes with, but you can also buy a 7mm ring, just a touch bigger. It looks like it might fit a little better on your Senko. So there you go. But that's what it's going to look like once you get it wacky rigged. Now, let's say that you're not a huge wacky rig person, but you can roll this back out, perhaps caught on the barb, but you can run that back out. Then you can go this way through also. Now you got a little Nico rig, right? And you weight it down and it'll flop down through all the way down. So that's how you can rig. I got that tool as a simple way to rig something. These also float. Not too terribly bad. This was at Bass Pro. Let's see what else I got at Bass Pro. and then we'll talk about some difference real quick. The first thing I picked up, I have one of these chatterbaits, but I wanted another one. I really like chartreuse and white. And then I picked up the chatter spike to go with it. That's new from Z-Man for 2024 is this chatter spike. And the biggest difference is, you know, of course this stuff is made from Elastic, so it'll last you a while, but there's a lot of action on the end of this tail, and it's got like a segmented body here, which I think is pretty neat. But anyway, so it's going to give you a lot more action. All right, so I have been using this. It's called the Mayor, and it's by Rapala Crush City. I've been using this as my trailer right now for a while on this same Evo chatterbait, and I like it. I like a paddle tail. It just gives it a little bit more thump, and just seems to make the fish really like it a little bit better. And of course you can use this just as a swim bait on its own. This one is designed to go on the end of this chatterbait, so I'll show you what that'll look like. And of course with the Elastic, you'll use it forever, and it'll last you a long time. All right, take our little off here. Now, one of the things, a little tip that I'll do is before I fish this, I'll sharpen the needle or the point here on the hook. I'll definitely sharpen it. So we're just going to simply drop our skirt down, just like this. Of course, it's got a keeper. It's got another keeper. And you know, the hardest part of the chatterbait on any Z-Man is getting it through the Elastic. So we will run that down. There we go. Just kind of run it up the shank of this hook. Don't like it too terribly much. I should went a little deeper. So we'll come back out. And that's the best thing about the Z-Man technology. You can run it a million times. Come right out the back there. Run it up a little bit more. And then you've got a chatterbait. All right, there we go. And then you're gonna get a little bit more action on that tail. Boy, it's got a lot of action. I haven't fished this bait yet, but I'm gonna fish it tomorrow. We'll see how it does on the water. But it's kind of has this, I don't know how you would say that. It's like some fins on each side here, and then that bait is in the middle, so it's gonna really wiggle a lot. And so hopefully that'll create a lot. And of course, there you go. Might trim that skirt up just a little bit, but one of the things that's different, I know somebody had asked me, this chatterbait has these little Z eyes on it, and I think it just attracts fish a little bit better. So there's that one. Those are the only things I got at Bass Pro today. Then I went to Academy. They're having a big clearance sale, by the way. So I went to Academy and I picked up a few things, a few little items. Number one, this is the Hunter 65 SB square bill, 3 to 5 feet, really runs about 2 feet. So you've got to just know that. I catch a ton of fish on this Spro stuff, and it is currently on clearance or on sale. So I picked that up, and then picked up 2 of them to go with it. All right. Then the other little thing I picked up, I thought I would show you a little trick that I've picked up over the years, is that on this Carolina rig, which is a great time of year to run the Carolina rig, because it's slow, it's cold out, the water's getting cool. I live here in North Alabama, so the water's probably about 40, 45 degrees. So that's our first little tip. Now, the next thing that we've got going, so on this Carolina rig, we have a little trick I'm going to show you. Okay, not complicated. So of course, this is your normal Carolina rig. You're going to drop it. You're going to I tie my braid right here, This will need to be trimmed a little bit because it's sticking up, but we'll clamp it down before we tie it. And then you're going to tie your leader down here and then off to your, so that's how that works. But here's a little trick that I picked up. All right, so what we're going to do is get these little split rings. And I didn't bring my split ring pliers in, so we'll just have to make do. All right, we're going to come over here. And on this swivel right here, now if you don't like that swivel, which I don't necessarily like that swivel, you can buy another swivel, which I did get some other swivels. So anyway, you take this ring, and I'm going to need my split pliers. But the idea is, what happens when you're fishing the Carolina rig is the fish will technically, like you'll feel a bite and you'll set the hook and then there's nothing there. That's because technically what they're doing is they are biting this portion because they're drawn to the click and the shininess of it and the little red right there. So what I do is run this little right here, run it onto this portion, not the swivel itself, but right here on the other portion of the ring, right? Now, if you are on a swivel and you're building it at home, you can run it on here. Then you're going to take this hook, right? Oh, come on. And you're going to get better with your hands. And what you're going to do is run that. And then what I'm going to do is right here, I'm going to take just a little Z-Man tube, hook it, run it through. This is a 2 offset round bend hook, and right, I'm just going to kind of lift it right there. It'll be on that swivel. I'm going to run it weedless, and then I'm just going to put it right here. And of course, you know, this Elastic's tough, but I'm going to put it right here, and then I'm going to have it stuck on right there. I'm going to tie that or attach it right here, then it'll go out this way. And the idea here is that it will, so if they come in and they go to bite this portion, which is the shiny clinky portion, when they investigate it, you might get a better hookup right here so you don't lose a fish. That's kind of the idea. So we'll put it to the test tomorrow and see how that works out again for you. So there you go. All right.